Hello students, welcome to Royal Palace online classes. So last video we discussed parallelogram law of vectors. Actually that is very important law, and if it is offline class, students will ask us to repeat again. Once again they want to get clarified. But it is advantage of online classes. You can go through that video how many times you want. You can rewind it and you can see the derivation and you can practice. That is one of the advantage of online videos. Now let us see how to apply that parallelogram law of vectors. So yesterday we got one formula, C is equal to under root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta is the formula. Now if we can take some cases, case 1, we can take some cases, case 1. What is the case we can take is, suppose if theta is equal to 0, what is the formula you are going to get? Then C is equal to root of a square plus b square plus 2ab will get, because cos 0 is 1, 2ab will get. So this is equal to a plus b, C is equal to a plus b. So this is what I explained yesterday. You have taken one example, that is in last video I explained. Two people A and B are applying force in opposite direction, 5 Newton and 5 Newton. We got 0. If they apply in same direction, what is the angle between the two vectors which are in same direction is theta is equal to 0. Then you got 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. Okay. This is the condition. And next case we can take case 2, when theta is equal to 180. That means two vectors are acting opposite. That is C is equal to root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. You will get C is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab under root. So this you will get C is equal to a minus b. This is one case. That means when you are adding two vectors, answer lies between a plus b to a minus b. See, when I am adding two vectors 2 and 3, let us assume 2 and 3 if I am adding, maximum I can get 5. I can't get 6. It is away from nature. 2 kg rice plus 3 kg rice, I can't get 6 kg. That is not possible. So it is away from the law of nature. So when I am adding 2 plus 3, maximum I can get 5. Minimum how much I can get? 1. So when if A is equal to 3, B is equal to 2, minimum I can get 1. Maximum I can get 5. That means this addition lies in between. This I can take it as maximum resultant. This I can take it as maximum resultant. This I can take it as minimum resultant. And one more thing is here, sometimes in questions they will ask the maximum and minimum resultants by using two vectors are 8 and 4, or some example they will give 5 and 1. The maximum resultant and minimum resultants after adding two vectors is 5 and 1, then find that vectors. So that also you can take maximum is this, minimum is this. And there is one more case, if A is equal to B is equal to C, if A is equal to B is equal to C, then what is theta? Can we get A is equal to B is equal to 3? See, A is equal to B is equal to C, not 3. 1 plus 1 can be 2, 1 plus 1 can be 0, 1 plus 1 can be equal to 1 also. The value of 1 plus 1 lies from 0 to 2, any value can get. From 0 to 2, any value is possible while you are adding two vectors. So when you add two vectors, the addition answer we can't tell exactly without knowing their angle. 5 and 5, when acting in same direction, I got 10. Same 5 and 5, if I am acting in opposite direction, I got 0. So 1 plus 1 can also be 1. So that's what we are doing here. A is 1, B is also 1, but answer is also 1. If the resultant of two equal vectors is equal to either of them, then what is the angle between the vectors? That is the case here. You can find theta. So now let us see, just substitute, you will get c square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. You can substitute a is equal to c, because a is equal to c. You can substitute b is equal to c. Then you can substitute a is equal to c, b is equal to c, is equal to c square. So how much you will get? 2c square plus 2c square cos theta. This is c square. Now 2c square is equal to minus c square, 2c square cos theta into 2c square is equal to minus c square. Then cos theta is equal to minus 1 by 2, then theta is equal to 120 degrees. If the angle between the two equal vectors is 120, then the resultant is equal to either of them. This sentence you have to remember very carefully, because directly you will get the answer. Instead of substituting and finding the answer and wasting time in the examination, you can get directly like this. If A is equal to B is equal to C, if the resultant of two equal vectors is equal to either of them, then they are oriented at an angle of 120 degrees. So this is what you have to find. This is one of the case. If they are perpendicular, if theta is 90, you can take one more case. If theta is equal to 90 degrees, if theta is equal to 90 degrees, then what you will get? If theta is equal to 90 degrees, c square is equal to root of a square plus b square, because cos 90 is 0. So this is what you can find by using parallelogram law of vectors. Orientation also we can find. What is the maximum resultant you can get? A plus b. Minimum resultant you will get a minus b. And if a is equal to b is equal to c, it is 120 degrees. And there is one more point to be discussed in parallelogram law of vectors. The thing is, if n number of equal vectors oriented at an angle of 360 by n with the next vector, then the resultant is 0. If n number of equal vectors, if n vectors which are equal oriented at an angle of 360 by n, 360 by n with the next vector, then the resultant will be equal to 0. That means I will take two equal vectors. Two vectors I will take. Two vectors. N is equal to 2 I am taking. Then at what orientation they should orient? At an angle should be 360 by 2. How much you will get? 180 degrees. So if two equal vectors are oriented at 180 degrees, what will be the answer? If two equal vectors are oriented at 180 degrees, this is 5 Newton, yesterday's example, 5 Newton. What is the answer? Two equal vectors 180 degrees, this will get cancelled, both are in opposite direction, answer will be 0. Next case, I will take n is equal to 4. For your easy understanding, I am taking n is equal to 4. N is equal to 3 also will get like that only, but just for your understanding, I am taking n is equal to 4. That means 4 equal vectors. At what angle they have to orient? 360 by 4. 360 by 4. If they oriented 360 by 4, that means at 90 degrees, the 5 Newton, here another 5 Newton, here 5 Newton and here 5 Newton. So they are oriented at an angle making 90 degrees, making 360 by 4 with the next vector. Then what is the answer? This will get cancelled, this also will get cancelled. So if n equal vectors oriented in such a way that they make an angle of 360 by n with the next vector, then the resultant of the summation of that is equal to 0. So, this is one of the points you can remember. And from addition we can get subtraction, because no need to read subtraction again separately. What I feel is, if you know parallelogram law of vectors, I think addition part and the subtraction part you can finish it. Any type of question you can solve by using parallelogram law of vectors. Suppose I want to do a operation of a bar minus b bar. So this I can write it as a bar plus of minus b bar. Can I write or not? You can write like this. So that means subtraction of vectors is adding a negative vector to the previous vector. Adding its negative. Suppose let us take this is A, this is B. Let us take this is A bar, this is B bar. What is angle between A bar and B bar? Theta. Okay. If I am going for addition, directly I can write root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay. That is accepted. Now I am doing a bar plus of minus b bar. So at that case what you have to do? So this is b, you draw the negative of b. You draw negative of b. See, very simple. By using parallelogram law of vectors we can solve subtraction also. For that no need to read again. So angle between A and B, this is minus b bar. Okay, right? This is minus b bar. Angle between A and B is theta. Then what is angle between A and minus b? You can see that what is angle between A and minus b? It is 180 minus theta. So now you are doing an operation of A bar minus b bar. So this angle is 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta. Now just substitute in this formula. Just substitute in this formula, you will get subtraction. If you want direction, tan alpha is equal to b cos theta by a plus b sin theta. B sin theta by a plus b cos theta. That formula yesterday we have done. There also you can substitute 180 minus theta. Directly you will get the answer for subtraction. So this is about subtraction of vectors. Okay. And based on this addition and subtraction, there is one famous question. Let us solve that famous question which is asked many times in the competitive exams. The sum of two equal vectors, sum of two unit vectors is also a unit vector. Sum of two unit vectors, sum of two unit vectors, sum of two unit vectors is also a unit vector. Is also a unit vector. Then find their difference. Sum of two unit vectors is also a unit vector. Then find their difference. So this you can solve within 2 seconds. You can solve. See what I told already. If A is equal to B is equal to C, theta is 120. So theta between A and B, angle between A and B is 120. Directly you will get from one sentence only. Because you already know if A is equal to B is equal to C, theta is 120. Now 120 I got. A plus B I am getting 1. What he has given? Magnitude of A is equal to 1, magnitude of B is equal to 1, magnitude of C is also 1. And what he told, if I add A and B, I am getting 1 only. Now what he is asking in the question is, what is A minus B? He is asking A minus B is asking. A minus B is asking. So you can use this formula. Angle between A and B I got 120. Then what is angle between A and minus B? 60 degrees. Okay. Now just apply in parallelogram law of vectors. You will get within one step. Now just apply in parallelogram law of vectors. Now magnitude of A is equal to 1, magnitude of B is also equal to 1, magnitude of C is also equal to 1, and theta you got 120 degrees. This theta is angle between A and B But what is angle between A and minus B? Minus B is 60 degrees. In substitute, C is equal to root of 1 square plus 1 square plus 2 into 1 into 1 into cos 60. So, what you are going to get? This is 2 plus cos 60 is 1 by 2, 2 plus 1 under root, you will get root 3. This is somewhat, this is a famous question which many times it appears in competitive exams. The question is very simple, only single line, but understanding is more. The sum of two unit vectors is also a unit vector, then find their difference. So, their difference is equal to root 3, because if A is equal to B is equal to 1, B is equal to C, then theta is equal to 120 degrees. So, this is how you have to apply parallelogram law of vectors. In addition, still we have two other laws, triangle law and polygon law, and there are some two applications, one application for addition, one application for subtraction. So, that we will discuss in the coming videos. Thank you for joining me.